Hey everybody, welcome to our live. That's off key. Live. There you go. So we come to you live each and every day, Monday through Thursday, starting at 9 a.m., all the odd hours up until 5, and then on Fridays, 9 and 11. And we talk luminesce. So we have over 300 products, and I'm putting on a little bit of lips. We have, of course, Airbrush, which you know us for. And then we also have color cosmetics and skincare and really anything and everything you would want, need, or enjoy for cosmetics. So for your face. Hey, Candy, how are you? So every time we do like to go over the basics. And so what you get in your kit, all of that, because we know that a lot of people have questions, want to know more about it. Maybe you're interested in ordering. Maybe you've ordered and you're waiting. And so definitely, jump in on our lives because we do cover that. We let you know what to expect. We tell you up front that there's going to be a learning curve. And that, you might not be an expert the very first time you do it, but that's okay because the more you have this in your hand, the more you're going to learn and the better you're going to be. But don't expect to be an expert the very first time. Now, let me show you real quickly. This is one of our starter kits. This is the Icon, and we also have the Icon Pro. And it comes, what I love is it comes already put together. The only thing you have to do is plug it in. And so there's no 86-page direction on how to put it together or do this and that. Blah, 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 blah. No, just plug it in and you can get started. Now, the great thing also is that it comes with makeup. So you don't have to order this and then order that. It comes with makeup and we walk you through that process. And so you'll get probably 2 shades that are similar in color. And that's so you can color match and you can have that perfect shade match 365 days a year. But we give you the larger bottles so you can practice. And we want you to really jump in there and get going with it. And then we give you a bottle of Love and a bottle of Blush. And they're the smaller bottles because with Luminesce, you're using 10 times less makeup. And so when you're using the Blush and you're using Love, you're only using drops. And even a full face of foundation, if you're like, come on, Heather, I need some coverage, you're only going to be using about 5 to 8 drops. And so when you're putting it on, just remember that because at first, talking about that learning curve, at first you might use more than that, but that's okay because you'll get to that point. You'll get there. So that's okay. When you get it out and you plug it in, we want you to practice the ways right here. So get in it. I plugged it in, I turned it on, and now I'm just feeling that air around my face. Feels amazing. And that's practicing. So you get to practice with the air and water at first. And so know that wherever you feel this air is where the makeup's going to go. And so work on moving the stylus around, keeping it 4 finger widths away. That's the perfect distance to put on the foundation. But again, just really do this. Concentrate on that air. Feel it. Feels amazing. It's like a little spa. Oh, it feels good. And then when you're ready, put water in here. Then start pulling back on the trigger. That's going to get you to practice how far to pull back on that trigger because it's very light. You do not want to put this on like traditional makeup. And that's what we go to. That's what we know. So of course, that's what we're going to go to. But no, if you're going to follow these steps, you'll love it. It'll be amazing, but it is different than traditional makeup. So don't expect to put it on the same way or have it look the same way, right? Because traditional makeup can tend to look heavy and cakey, and that's not airbrush. So if you're putting it on and it looks heavy or cakey, then know that you need to follow, kind of go back and look at one of those steps, okay? All right, so let's go in, and I'm going to go start with the CC Concealer. And you'll see me, even though I'm doing the concealer, you'll see that I will be following those steps. So I'll go under here, under my eyes, to start my coverage. I have some redness in my cheeks, some broken capillaries. So I'm going to start my pre-coverage, is what I like to call it, on my lids. Hello, Melissa. How are you? Right on my nose, because my nose is always red, or a little bit right here. You can even stop and look in the mirror and go, okay, where else do I need it? Maybe some spots down here. Now that my tan is faded a little bit, I don't have the sunspots to deal with as much, but now I'll have more broken capillaries and different things like that to maybe cover up. So get my hair back. I can do that. And there we go. And so now I can take my foundation, and I'm using, we'll go ahead and use the blush first. And I think I will mix it. So I'm going to mix 2 drops. Oops. 1, 2 of Plum blush. And then I'm going to grab, let's go ahead and do natural. This is one of my favorite mixes. Because that's the other thing, is you can mix all of our airbrush products. And so we can create a shade, create a look that we love. And mixing our blush together, I'm mixing natural and plum together. I have those 2 in there, mixing that right in there. And now I can apply my blush. And you can already see it start coming out. But know that our blush does bloom. So it will intensify just a little bit. So when you're applying the blush, you want to get it to like where you almost love it. And right now, because I'm doing the blush first, I have a little more wiggle room, or a little more room to work with, because I still haven't applied the foundation. And so I will put on the foundation. In fact, I'll start shaking my shade 3 up. I'll put on the foundation, and it's going to soften the blush. It will give me a softer blush look. So when you're first starting out, if you're like, ooh, I just can't get the blush down because it's too strong, then you'll know, like, okay, well, let me try that. Let me try 2 drops of blush and just do the blush first. So put my foundation in there. And now starting at 1 point. Yeah, Candy, I didn't see you on the 11. Okay, I'm making my rounds. I make 1 pass. And then again, I can stop, look in the mirror. Okay, where else do I need it? I need this blended a little bit more. And this is the other thing, guys, there's no there's no way you can make a mistake, because even if I sprayed like on my eye and it got too, I can just take a blender and kind of blend that away. But know that you're going to spray super soft where it will dry pretty instantly. So if you're not at that point yet, don't worry about it. Don't give up. Don't freak out about it, because you'll get there. I promise you will get there, and just keep practicing. Every time you use this, you're going to get better and better and better, and you're going to love it, love it. All right, so now I'm going to get my Nude and Naughty palette out and do some eyes. Now, I always like to show you guys how to do eyes that you don't have to spend forever. Like, it doesn't have to take, here's 84 steps to a natural makeup look. We don't have to do it like that, okay? So I'm just going to use an angle brush, a flat eyeshadow brush, and a blending brush. And depending, again, on your look that you want, if you want to highlight more of the lid, then I would do the lid last. If you want a more blended lid and really make that crease pop, then possibly do the crease first. the crease last. So you can kind of change it up and see what works best for you and your eye shape. I'm going to right now go in with a light brown, light, almost taupey color to my crease, blending it very, very softly. Now notice the skin of my eyes, that they're not moving. That is how light I'm blending this. And that should show you as well of how pigmented our colors are. You don't have to, apply them over and over and over and over again and really apply them like hard to make them stick. They stay. They're not going anywhere. Now using the flat brush, let's try this one. Might be a little bit too light for me, but again, there's no mistakes. So this is it's a shimmer, and I'm going to apply that right to the lid and just look how I'm just tapping that on. Tapping that on right like that. And then you can kind of stop and then look, okay, did I go too high? Do I like the color? What do I need? You can kind of reassess and think, okay, what else do I need to do? Now, if I don't want that harsh line, so I can go back to my light to medium brown and blend that out just a little bit more. And there we go. And then of course you can finish this with some eyeliner. Even if I was like, I don't know about that color, maybe I need to go a little bit darker, you can put that right on top. Just like I said before, no mistakes. And then I can even do a light, thinner line underneath using the eyeshadow. Right, like that. And I like using eyeshadow as eyeliner because it is softer. It's not as hard. And I don't have to pull really on my eye at all. Even if I did it on the top, same thing. I could literally just, we'll go ahead and do that. We'll literally go ahead and just place that right there. And that way you're not having to really pull on the eye at all. So in the next one, in our 3, I'm going to take this up a notch so we can step it up, and I can show you ways that you can do that. But I think it's so important to show you how to do, because we have ladies here that like all different kinds of makeup, whether it's, hey, I don't like to have a lot of makeup on at all, eyeshadow wise, or no, I can maybe start soft, but then maybe I'll go a little bit darker. So I like to show you different ways of doing that. I'm now going to take just a one I use for powder, and using our Cut 1 palette and the flat white, which is the very top one in the Cut 1 palette. It does not have a shimmer. I'm going to use that to highlight underneath my eyes. Just lightly blending a little bit of that powder right underneath. And so I can finish this off with some mascara, definitely, to frame the eyes. And then I'm using, today, I did get my Ballet Pink out of my bag. So I do, where'd I put it though? I do have that. Yes, I do have my Ballet Pink. So we'll be using that at some point. But I'm using our little Travel Compact, which has the lips and the top, and then the eyes at the bottom. And I'm going to use the pinky on the lips. All right. And there we go. Okay. So voila. There you go. So again, at the 3 o'clock, we're going to take the eyes up a notch. So I can show you how to tweak this. This was only 2 shades of eyeshadow. We have a light one, and the light you can move from a shimmer to a matte. And this is the other thing, if you put something like this on and this throws you a little bit where you're like, I don't know, something doesn't seem right, try a matte lighter color. Sometimes little things like that will make a huge difference. So if you're looking and you're like, I'm just not feeling it, or I don't know, try a lighter matte and see what you think. Because sometimes it's just the finish of the eyeshadow that could be throwing you. So, all right, guys, we'll be back here at 3 to finish up some eyes. We'll do some more pre-coverage maybe, or some contouring, and just continue to have fun on our Tuesday. All right, great to see you guys, and I'll see you back here at 3. Bye for now.